G'day guys, Jake here from Journey Van Builds, and welcome to episode 3 of Mel's Hiace Van Build series. In today's episode, we're talking about insulation. So basically, as I've done before, we went for a closed cell foam insulation on the wall and the ceilings, and then a bit of closed cell foam on the floor as well. But first of all, Mel, how do you reckon insulation went?
I think we did pretty good. It's fun. It's like playing Tetris. Very satisfying. It was not really difficult, and it was really satisfying when you put all the insulation on. You see a difference right away, and you can see what you've done.
All of the work that we did with the rust and painting all the the grey paint everywhere over our rust conversions that we'd done, the silver insulation then sort of comes in and just covers everything and transforms the van completely. So it's kind of nice. The process itself, that's kind of why I go with closed cell insulation, because it has the self-adhesive backing. So the process is really, really easy. Just cleaning the surface really well and then sticking the self-adhesive back directly onto your wall panels. So on all of the bigger panels, it's really, really easy. Just cutting out a big oval shape and sticking it on there and then taping down the edges to create like a mini moisture barrier. It can get a little bit trickier on the ceiling, at the sides, and also in some sort of pockets where you're having to poke bits and pieces down in amongst all of the bits and pieces in the wall of the van. But still, it's absolutely doable, and I guess in the long run, it's still far easier with the closed cell foam.
On the floor, we used another product. It's a little bit thinner, and it doesn't have the self-sticking material on the back. So what we did there is basically contact spread adhesive on both sides, like on the car itself and on the insulation. And then what's really important there is that you let it dry for a bit until you can put your finger on it and it sticks to it a bit. And then like 1 minute or so. And then you glue it together basically. That process was really easy as well. You need 2 products though, but at the end, no, not really any difficulties. There was one thing where we sprayed the glue on the wrong side because we didn't pay attention that we actually have to flip it. But at the end, also no problem because it's just all the way on the bottom. So we just have another layer of glue now on top.
It's under the subfloor,
Yeah,
so it's fine. We did use a different material for the insulation under the subfloor because basically just as a space saver. In warmer climates, it's kind of my opinion that insulating the floor isn't crazy important. It does matter a lot when it's cold because the cold just comes straight up through the floor. But in warmer climates, I haven't found it such a big issue. But wanting to have something in there, we just chose to go for a 6mm. I think it's not van liner, but it's just a foam foil board thing, just a thin 6mm board that we could lay around the packers, around the timber strips that we were installing our subfloor on. So just basically to have something in there without sacrificing too much headroom in the van by putting in like a thick insulation.
What happened? We forgot on some windows, we forgot the sound deadening underneath. We left it like that. There's just none underneath now on 2 windows or 3. But we put the sound deadening everywhere else then after. And all the products we use, you can also find on the website, Journey Van Builds. And there's like a product list. And we updated it with all the products we use for my van.
So I've tried a couple of things in the past, like sheep's wool, or just done a lot of research, and I do think that this is by far the easiest way to do it. It's a little bit more expensive because we did have to use 1.5 boxes of the van liner insulation. But the 2 benefits that I've found that really make this insulation worth it is, first of all, the ease of installation, which is fantastic, but also just the way that the material physically sticks onto your wall panels in the van. It creates like an instant kind of localized moisture barrier. If you're researching online, everybody's always going on about moisture barriers in your van and if you should do them, if not, how to do them. Do they work? Do they make things worse? This product kind of makes little miniature moisture barriers by being physically stuck to the wall and physically blocking access of moist air from coming into contact with your metal walls. So I really like that. I don't think it's possible to do a full moisture barrier throughout the wall of a van. So this way you kind of, you're getting a little bit of that in sections where it's possible. And basically that makes this product really good against condensation and mold and water damage behind the walls and ceiling in your van. So that's a huge plus. So that's it for insulation. It's a pretty quick and easy step, and it's really satisfying because it's the first step where actually you're making physical changes to the van other than just painting or scratching off rust. And it's a really quick change, and all of a sudden everything's silver, which is really cool. Up next, as you can probably see behind us, we tackle the subfloor and the framing for the walls and the ceiling, and we try and get everything ready and prepared behind the walls so that we can put those finished walls and ceilings in. Catch you on the next one.
See ya. Wow! That was good. Okay, I think we got it.